read to you today. This story is One Wave at a Time. It is a story about grief and healing, and is written by Holly Thompson, and the pictures are by Ashley Crowley. It's a story about this little boy, Kai, and his father passes away. And after his father dies, Kai experiences all kinds of emotions: sadness, anger, fear, guilt. Sometimes they crash and mix together. Other times, there are no emotions at all, just flatness. As Kai and his family adjust to life without Dad, the waves still roll in, but with the help of friends and one another, they learn to cope and eventually heal. A lyrical story about grieving for anyone encountering loss. So I thought this story would be appropriate just because of everything that's going on in the world. I know that we have a lot of people that are experiencing grief and sadness right now, and I just wanted to put this story out just for any student or child that may not know how to handle it, to know that the feelings that they have are normal, and just discuss a little bit about how Kai healed from his grieving. So before I read, I want to read the author's note, and then I'll get into the story. You may have experienced the death of someone close to you, or a friend or relative may have experienced a death. When someone close to us dies, we grieve. Grief is all of the thoughts, feelings, and reactions we have when a special person dies. Grief may include many different feelings: sadness, anger, guilt, hurt, fear, regret, worry, relief, numbness, shame, and exhaustion. These feelings may all be mixed up, and they may hit us in waves. Grief feelings and reactions may come to us soon after a person dies, or they may even come to us much later. Grief is like a journey, sometimes a long, difficult journey, but grief is a natural and healthy response to death. Everyone grieves in their own way. Some of us cry often, some of us cry very little. Grief takes time, months and years. Grief feelings can disappear and then return. Grief can make us feel tired or anxious. Grief can give us a headache or a stomach ache. After someone close to us dies, we may feel alone in our loss, even when we are surrounded by friends or people we love. A grief journey is a difficult journey no matter how a person died. And after a person close to us dies, there are many changes. Adapting to change can be confusing and upsetting. When someone dies and we are grieving, it can be helpful to talk to a teacher, a school counselor, or a social worker. No one should have to be alone in grief. Being together with others who have experienced a death can give us strength, hope, and tools for coping during a difficult grief journey. So this is One Wave at a Time, and it's a story about grief and healing. We used to be 4. Mom, Dad, Ben, and me. Now we are 3. Mom, Ben, and me. Sadness comes and goes in waves. There are places where Dad used to be: at the table for dinner, on the sofa napping, on the stoop with his guitar. In the car next to Mom, on the sidelines at games, or waiting with Ben. When sad waves roll in, too many too fast, I dive under my bed with a flashlight, a pile of comics, and Dad's green shirt. Down there, it's a submarine, quiet and safe, beneath stormy waves. Along with the sad waves come mad waves, towering and strong, cresting like tsunamis and crashing ashore. Ben throws his toys, Mom yells at the ceiling, I wreck Dad's guitar. Some waves are fear waves that curl me in a ball. Will Mom? Did Dad? Could I have? Should I not have? Fear waves leave fear stones that make my stomach ache. Some days there are no waves, just flatness. I'm like a robot as I ride the bus, walk the halls, sit at my desk. Voices seem far, my body is slow, the world is away. Happy waves, too, slip in to tickle and tackle. When mom smiles, or my team scores a goal, or when I play boats with Ben. Some happy waves stay a while, others rush away. Waves of all kinds tumble in, one after another, in no special order, unpredictable as the sea. Waves barely there, waves I can ride, waves that break and crash. But lately we join other families tumbled by waves. In groups we talk and we play, and when the question ball asks, "What do you miss?" I say my dad's songs and the way he sang them, slow and full of blues. At home, we make some changes, move furniture, hang memory flags, fix dad's guitar. I fill a grief first aid kit with things that soothe, putty, soft cloth, smooth stones. And we add to memory boxes, dad's guitar picks, shells, funny jokes he told. Sometimes we talk about dad, say things we never said, ask things we never asked, or we hold hands, sing Lean on Me, even Ben joining in. Or we're quiet, just breathing together, mom, Ben, and me. One day we rescue a chair from the trash, clean it up, paint it fresh. So now on special days when people visit, we eat dad's food, sing dad songs, tell dad stories, and share dad memories in the memory chair. When mom cries now, I don't hide. When Ben whines now, I don't usually yell. And when I spy a wave, I inhale slow. The waves still come, sad waves, mad waves, flat waves, and fear waves. But when they roll in, I surf them, one wave at a time. So it's just a little book that will discuss a little bit about how children can be affected by grief and what you can do to help. Obviously right now we can't go into grief support groups or anything like that, but maybe they talked a little bit about a first aid kit, something that calms him down, or they made a memory jar and a memory chair. When I do my counseling with students, we talk a little bit about the different stages of grief and how they can probably experience at least one, if not all of them. And we make memory bracelets, and they really love doing that, especially the little ones I work with. So again, this book is One Wave at a Time. It is by Holly Thompson, and it's a story about grief and healing. Thank you. Bye.